Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the exact ads that I'm running, which are helping me achieve at least a 10x return on my investment. Now I'm using a multitude of advertising strategies, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes into one in particular, which is helping me increase my social currency. So this is getting more and more people in my audience to see me, view me, go over to my Instagram page. My Instagram sales funnel, my Instagram profile is my main sales funnel. So in this video, I've actually taken it from the Bespoke Academy program, and this is yours. So go through it, look at the exact setup that I'm using, and hopefully you can implement it for your coaching, business, or agency. Enjoy. Welcome back. Now I'm actually going to take you behind the scenes into crafting your ad on Facebook. Now, here is all the technical setup. So what I'm actually going to do is actually show you an ad that I'm just putting out. And what I'll do is I'll show you it complete, and then I'll show you it and actually walk you through the process. And the focus here is we want to be using current posts that you've been putting out on Instagram. This is important because we want to stack up the social proof. Social proof is one of the most important elements when it comes down to essentially persuading someone's mind to contact you. It shows that your ad or your brand has been viewed by several thousand people, and that stacks up as time goes on. People can see the views, the likes, the comments, the shares, the engagement with that ad, and that essentially gives it more credence. So let's reduce my size, and let's actually go in and create the ad. So this is actually the ad that I've put together, and what I'm going to do is actually walk you through the process of how this was done. Now, to break it down, this is very simplistic. So let's go through and create the ad. So when we get through to here, we want this to be an engagement ad because we want people to be engaging with the advert. Now, there are two options. There are two pathways we can choose to take here. And this is completely discretionary. We want to be split testing these. But for the sake of this ad, we're going to focus on just getting people to go and view our profile. So as we come through here, we've got all of the setup information. Now, I'm just going to put this one as ad example, just so we have this here. Now, we don't need to do anything here for categories. We're not in any of that section. That's all good. So now we'll go to the ad set level, which is the next page. Ad example again. Now, this is the objective. This is what we want people to do. Now, we have different objectives. Now, for this ad, we want to go to on your ad. So this is wanting people to go and watch the ad. Now, engagement type. I like to go for post engagements here because I want people to be engaging with the post here. Then we're looking at the performance goal. So what performance goals? And they give you additional performance goals. I, again, like to go for maximize engagement with the post because, again, it focuses on that. Cost per result, we want to leave to itself. Now, your budget is anything down to you, but as I recommend, between £5 to £10 a day. Now, this is for your total set of ads. So, for the purpose of what we're doing here, we're going to be spending £20 a day, and we're going to have 4 ads. So then, therefore, we're going to have £5 per day on each ad. We don't want to put an end date. Now, when we go down to use saved audiences, if you have a list of prospects, then that's great. You can upload this list, so you can go create new custom audience, upload that audience. Facebook takes some time to propagate this audience, and then essentially it starts pushing that out. And that audience is great. Now you can go on Fiverr or Upwork and you can buy a leads list of 5,000-10,000 leads. Make sure you clean them. You'll see what to do within the email module as to how to clean leads. But you want to be cleaning your leads because you want to be making sure they're the best leads possible. And that allows Facebook to optimize. So as we go through here, now for us, we want to be targeting people between the ages of 18 and 32. For you, that could be completely different. Going further down, we want to leave this. So this is going to be ad example broad. Now, what we want Facebook to do is feed us back data. The more money we spend on Facebook, the more data we have. And this is really important because we want to be split testing between two different audiences. A broad audience where Facebook essentially goes out with, if you think of it as sniper, and finds people themselves. And as we mentioned, it has over 52,000 data panels. Therefore, it does a very, very good job at this.
And we want to be using our own interest stack. So let's go through. This is all good. Placement is one thing we do want to edit, however. So we want to go manual placements. Now, again, this is up to you, but I like only doing Instagram as our placement type because I want people to be commenting and connecting with us on Instagram. And that's where I find my audience sits best. And you can use Facebook, it works. That's just my preference here. So don't take that as gospel. Now we'll go to next. This is where we start building. We add example 1. So that's all good, connected to the page. Use existing post. Now that's what we want to be doing. So we want to come here and go select post. Now I have a post on my Instagram, so I'll go through and I will pick this post here. Now what this does is this just stacks up the social proof as time goes on. So we scroll down, we can see the ad here. Now the button that we like to use is learn more. It's a really soft call to action. So we will go here, Instagram, we will get the URL, and then voila, we've posted that in there. So that's essentially optimizing people to go to my profile. And that's what we want to be doing here. Learn more, go to the profile, there you go. Nothing needs to be done here, there's no tracking that's sorted. And then from here, you could theoretically publish, but we want to go a step further. So what you need to do here is duplicate your ad. And now we want to be going for our interest audience. So we just type in interest here, just to split up the two. And now this is where the technical setup comes in. So I would recommend picking between 3 to 5 interests. So just for the sake of this, we'll go through and we will type in our interest here. So we'll go for Russell Brunson. We'll go for social media marketing. And this is where we want to be specific. So we've got people with job titles, employers, interests. Now, job titles could be a good one. It's a very small audience, so it's worth the test. Social media marketing. Now, if we come down here, we've got interests. Now we can see what we've got. And eventually, once we go to suggestions, Meta will give us ideas. So we can go through and think of what we want to use. Now, I already know what I want to use. I want to use online marketing. And we want to go interests. So we can see the estimated audience size there. Now we can increase this, we can decrease this. What happens is when you go broader is essentially you can focus on allowing the algorithm to find people best for you. If you really know your audience and you have a good budget, then you'd go more narrow because you know you can target those people better. So we want to essentially allow the algorithm to play with itself. So essentially it finds people. So let's see if there's any other interests. See, this interest is roughly 500 million, which is a very, very big interest. Targeting audience, let's go Gary V. Everyone loves Gary V. Manual placements again, perfect. So now we've got that ad, and that's being split tested between broad audiences and interest. Now we want to go a step further. So depending on your budget, we can look to add in another ad. Now all we need to do here is quickly duplicate it. Interest, add interest 2, and not much has to be done here. Add example 2. So we go back through here, change post, and sometimes Facebook or Meta, Instagram allows you to put your post ID in, but this is the easiest method to go for. So we want to come down here and I want to use this ad. So I've got this, everything's set up, nothing needs to be done again. Perfect. Go broad again, quickly duplicate, exact same process, broad 2, add example 2, change post, Instagram, continue, and that's it. We have 4 of our ads set up in 10 minutes, and that's what we want to do. But the work doesn't start there. So we will hit publish and that will have them there. And you can see exactly that I've got these published draft items. There we go. So we've got the ads here. But the important elements is that we want to be reading metrics. We want to be reading data. So what is our cost per 1,000 impressions? How many link clicks have we had? What is the cost per link clicks? What's the click-through rate? These are all important metrics that we need to be analyzing. Now, at this rate, we can essentially test, we can learn with data. That's the most important element. As we're working with you, we will be analyzing the performance of the ads, looking at turning these off, looking at scaling ads as time goes on. But ultimately, the key metric we want to be optimizing for is how many people are essentially coming into your ecosystem that you can indoctrinate, and how many of these people do you actually close into a sale. So that's all for this video, setting up your meta ads. If you've got any questions, reach out directly to me. We're here. Let's go.
So if you found that video useful, then drop me a follow so you can subscribe for more content. Head over to my Instagram, which is Joe Testori. Super simple. Give me a follow there. Connect with me there. I want to connect with as many agency owners and coaches as possible, and I want to see you grow. See you soon.